Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to Real Long Walk. Getting in our boat as we do. Oh, and a bit of stutter in there. We stutter. Haven't even started talking good yet, and we're already stuttering. I don't need any help with that game. I do fine on my own, as far as that's concerned. But yeah, welcome back to Real Long Walk. Hopefully, everybody's having a good weekend. It is Saturday. I forgot what day it was there for a second, but yes, it is Saturday. And yeah, it's the weekend. Nothing too exciting going on as far as my neck of the woods, or and my neck of the woods being my house. I'm a bit of a hermit if you haven't figured that out yet. So yeah, nothing exciting at all. But anyway, it's fine by me. And I guess I will go ahead and say a little bit of a programming note. I'm going to not exactly take a break from YouTube, but I'm going to limit myself. I was talking about how I've been lacking motivation as of late, how I've been feeling under the weather and that sort of thing. So I've decided, you know what? Instead of feeling you know guilty when I don't do it, I'm just going to limit myself to about a video a day. Maybe the occasional 2 video a day, but mostly daily uploads. That I don't think I'll miss having a video out on a day. But I've been there for quite a while. I was doing 3 and 4 videos a day, and I guess that's one thing you have to worry about is possibly burning yourself out doing that. You do it while it's fun, and then you're like, I just don't feel it right now. And then you feel guilty because you were doing that. I guess it's normal for human people to do such a thing, to get extra. You see that pro boatmanship? I guess it's pretty normal for people to get super motivated about things and then kind of lose, some of that motivation and then regain it again. A never-ending cycle. The never-ending story with less dragons. Well, I guess if the dragons were involved, I'd probably stay more motivated. But yeah, I'm going to ease up on it for quite a while. So hopefully you guys don't mind. I don't think you do. Was that my footsteps? It seemed like I had stopped moving after I heard that. That doesn't make me feel very good and safe and secure about anything. Okay, I don't need a boat, so. Oh, now I do need to sleep though. So yeah, that's how it's gonna be for the rest of the month. I'm going to hope by the end of the month that the motivation will kick in again and it will be as strong as ever, and I will pick up production and finish up the games that I need to finish up, like The Lost Crown and Bastion. I guess Bastion wouldn't be as bad of a situation not finishing it up, since I've only done 2 videos of it, but I still want to do it. I enjoyed those 2 episodes I recorded, so I want to keep recording it. So yeah, I will probably be pretty regular with this series. Not guaranteed. I may miss 1 or 2 episodes of it, but I'm still gonna keep this one going. Oh, by the way, we need to see how far we've gone. 885,000. Okay. Did I do it? Wait, I did at the end of the last one, didn't I? See, it seems like I went 2 in a row without checking it, and It's like, Chuck, you gotta check it, but I guess I did at the end of the last one. Terrible memory. Terrible, terrible memory. So yeah. February, we'll be starting back strong. So yeah, if you miss my videos, I've kind of put up a lot over the course of 3 years almost. Going on 3 years now. In April it'll be 3 years since I've started YouTube. I've put up a shocking amount of YouTube videos. I think it's 1,400 videos. Might be 1,600 videos. I honestly can't remember. I see the number every time I upload a video, but I can't remember it. I see it every time, but I don't remember the number. So, I got a lot up there. Some of them not as good, especially perhaps the earlier ones, but hey, you know, if you ain't seen it, it's new to you. And like my Half-Life videos, I think were okay. They weren't terrible. I was terrible at it, which might make it pretty entertaining. If you haven't seen that, my Portal videos, which some feature Tonic, and the Obsidian Gate server videos. Those are good ones, I think. So yeah, if you haven't seen that, feel free to check them out. And of course I always recommend, if you want to see more, possibly better content than this, go check out Tonic and Biz and the other gatekeepers. They do pretty regular content as well. So yeah. Oh yeah, Mac. So Mac was saying the other day that he's going to be having to limit videos here lately. Having twins. My limiting is not quite as what's the word I'm trying to say? Dramatic, severe. He's doing it for much greater and supreme reasons than I am, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So yeah. But yeah, go check him out too. All of them, So yeah, if you do run out of stuff on my channel to watch and want to watch more, speaking of the server, we are probably going to be starting it back next week, or if not next week, within the next couple weeks. So be looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not sure how many videos I will be doing. I know at one point I was seemed like I was trying to do a video every other day of the server, which that's absurd. So maybe it'll only start off with maybe 1, maybe 2 videos a week. So but yeah, be tuning in for that. And like I said, the other guys too, of course. Like I said, we haven't fully hammered it out, but we are all anxious to. Mojang's been taking their time with the snapshots, the 1.9 snapshots. So we were wanting to start it in 1.9. That way we can get all the new stuff. Which, now that I think about it, it's hard to remember what all the new stuff is. What is the new stuff on 1.9? The combat is definitely different. The shields, which of course is the update, is the combat. You know what? I'm having trouble remembering all the changes. My gosh, my memory is pretty pathetic. But anyway, yeah. I believe that's what we will do. Of course, we haven't completely uh, decide on that. But I think that's probably what we're going to do. They got to be getting close by now. They've been working on bugs on the snapshot for the last 2 to 3 months, so they've got to be getting close. I mean, how much terrible stuff could be, wouldn't it be needing fixed? Actually, I shouldn't ask that question. I can just go back and watch the last episode of the End of the Line Redux to know the answer to that. Ugh. But yeah, hopefully this stuff's gotten fixed better. I need to load up the old server on a backup of it and in the snapshot and make sure everything is working properly. That way, I'm not going to be building too much with redstone. Not too much, but there are definitely those that will probably be building redstone contraptions, and I don't want, some goofy bug in the snapshot to make a lot of hard work be for nothing. So assuming, if it's a bug, you can kind of keep it built and it'll work eventually, but that would still suck. That would still suck regardless, but yeah. It seemed like at one point I heard that they like redstone blocks in one version of Snapshot quit acting like redstone blocks. It was just like regular blocks or something like that. So yeah. Yeah, look, keep an eye out for that next week. I'll probably start it off like normal. I always just like to just start recording and just record for the first hour and a half or so. Because that, the way I think about it is that's the last time that server will look that way when you start it up. It'll, from that point forward, it's not going to ever be the same. So it's kind of cool to record it, watch it, the first changes of it, And on the City and Gate server, we really did do a lot on there. We had, the server was up for about a year and had, nobody was regular the whole year, but we did have periods of quite a lot of us being regular on it, so we did a lot on there, I think. Looking at base, looking at, going out from spawn, you could definitely tell that it was a very lived-in world. That's the cool thing about a server, I think, is, it's a team effort. Maybe not team effort, but it's everybody doing their own thing, but adding to the good of it, good of the group. And yeah, you can definitely, things will definitely start looking very lived in and take form of something you may not even know it'll do. It's a pretty cool thing to see happen, I think. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Hopefully we'll be starting that very, very soon. We definitely have the plans to. So yeah. Well, since I've been unmotivated here for the past couple weeks, I have been playing video games though. I've actually been having the urge to play more video games than normal. I just haven't been feeling like recording them. And I'm actually playing 2 games right now at the same time. And it's probably the worst combination of games you could ever do. It might have to do with my lack of motivation. I don't think it is. it's a lot my, how I've been feeling lately. That's been a big reason for it. Just feeling a bit under weather, not sick or nothing. Not definitely not sick like, ow, stop hitting me. Definitely haven't been feeling sick. Under the weather, maybe, would describe it, but maybe even not like super depressed, but just, blah. No, I don't need more wood. Okay. I'll let them creepers live. So yeah, it's not exactly physical illness or anything like that that's been, keeping it, just like my brain's been feeling, rather dull. But anyway, I have been playing, since I've had the extra time from not recording, I have been playing a couple of video games. What I've mentioned before, Hyperdimensional Neptunia, a game that I've played quite a bit and still don't know the name of completely. I think I said it right. Hyperdimensional Neptunia. Neptunia definitely has an "yeah" at the end of it. So yeah, it's not hyperdementia. Yeah, it's definitely not hyperdementia. But anyway, yeah, that game is really quite fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. The humor is pretty silly, and the story is pretty out there. Considering that, it takes place, if you didn't see the video, and I can't remember if I really explained it that well or not. Since further in the game, I can maybe explain a little bit better. Basically, there's these 4 lands in this world. The world's name is Game Industry. One word. Yes, Game Industry. And each of these 4 lands are I guess kind of governed, perhaps protected by these goddesses. And basically, the goddesses are like video game consoles. That they're representations of video game consoles, like the planet, the main character, like I've said before, I think it's supposed to be like the Sega Neptune that I don't think ever actually happened. Maybe it was a prototype that I think was happening. And then the goddess from Last Station, which is kind of a weird name. It's like Last Station. May as well just call it Terminal Station. Terminal. And she's supposed to be like the PlayStation. I don't know if I'm not sure about if they're supposed to be like they're supposed to be like specific consoles, I think. Because in the anime there was another girl that was there. So I think one of them might supposed to be the PlayStation 3 and the other one maybe the PlayStation 2. And then there's this one who she's the what is the name of that country? I can't remember now. But anyway, she's supposed to be like the Xbox 360, I think. And then there's one that's supposed to be like the Wii, which I'm very sure she's supposed to be the Wii because the name of the country is Lowi. Not being very secretive on that reference. And there's supposed to be, different there's supposed to be different consoles, and it's pretty entertaining, I have to say. the humor is definitely a draw to it. Not everybody would enjoy the humor of it, but a lot of people would, especially if you like anime style humor. So yeah, I've been enjoying it pretty well. There's a lot to do in that game. It's they have a kind of a interesting system that they do. It's a standard JRPG, but you go into these different dungeons. They're not specifically dungeons per se. They're just areas. They're called dungeons, but they're areas. They may be over, but they're not like deep underground or nothing. No. Some of them are in a factory. Some of them are like in a snowfield. Some of them are in a forest. Just different places, and there's different monsters in each place, of course, because you're supposed to experience them as you level up, stronger enemies, and there's these things called plans that you can do. And to create these plans, you need certain items. I guess these plans are more like a recipe sort of deal. And when this plan is made, it could have an effect on the game. A lot of them are items that will show up in the shop for you to purchase. You craft the plan for it, and then you can go buy the item. You can't make the item itself, which, this is an interesting approach. I think, a lot of games have done it to where you can, craft the item, but you have to actually go and spend the money to buy the item or however many you need. But you can also craft dungeons. There's plans for new dungeons they can do, and then you can go and there'll be extra plans that you'll find. They're pretty easy to find. They're kind of basically just gave to you at certain parts of the game. And normally when you open up a dungeon, you go in there and kill a monster or two, and then come out. You'll find plans to you'll find 2 more plans for that dungeon. One to add new items, because there'll be items scattered throughout the dungeon that you can go in and pick up. Just be like this floating question mark, and you'll go over and grab it. And it'll be like, you got this, or you got that. And, it'll introduce new spots, which will be new items. Actually, new items for you to be picking up. And then and then you can also have extra or stronger monsters. Well, it's both. They're stronger monsters that can appear there. Some of them can be doozies. And so yeah, by creating that plan, it allows you to do that. Expand dungeons. Well, not expand, but you're able to do more with that dungeon than you were able to do previously with that with those items, because then you can craft new stuff with it, like like I said, to be able to buy new gear and stuff. And some of them are actually affect gameplay quite a bit. Like there's one where that has like a broader area where you can escape. There's one that'll actually give you more experience when you level up. Or, well, not more experience when you level up, more experience after each battle. So that's a pretty freaking useful one in an RPG. Once I got that plan, let's just say I made sure to be like, okay, this item you can find here, this item I can find there. Done. Let's go get it. Because there is actually quite a bit of grinding you can do. You can come up against a wall if you're not careful. Let's just say that. But one thing I do like about the game is you hit up a couple levels with them, and it suddenly kind of changes it from being at a severe disadvantage to be pretty even or even overpowered. So that's one thing I do kind of like about it. At the same time, it's kind of annoying. And one thing that's interesting about it, as far as the whole plans, items, and that sort of thing, there's memory in it. You get a certain amount of memory, and each plan takes up a certain amount of memory, so you can't go over that memory. You can only have so much plans tallied at the same time. So that does add an interesting aspect. I've never been close. I think I've only been close to that limit once. But after you beat a boss, it's like, or some bosses, you'll your memory will increase or double, and and then I haven't been close in quite a while to the memory limit, so yeah, that hasn't really been an issue as of yet. So yeah, I think this is gonna actually be a landmass. Well, we're gonna find out in the next episode if this is actual land, or if it's just a tease. So yeah, I've really been enjoying the game quite well. The other game I've been playing is Skyrim. So yeah, that's quite amazing. I'm playing a JRPG and Skyrim at the same freaking time. That's a disaster right there. But yeah, I'll talk more about Skyrim in the next episode. I do sincerely hope you guys enjoyed. If you did like it, feel free to leave a like. It does help me out. I don't mention that very often. I just don't feel very natural saying it. Nothing wrong with saying it. I just feel weird saying it. So, yeah, if you did enjoy it, feel free to do such a thing. And I was gonna say one more thing, and I can't remember. Oh yeah, I'm sure you guys are gonna be understanding about the not lack but decrement of videos. Is decrement even a real word? I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's not a real word, but a decrease of the workflow in the next half month or so. And yeah, I'm just gonna shut up now because I'm just kind of saying nothing right now. So see you guys in the next one. Farewell.